Hello guys, it's Engineer Brooklyn here and welcome back to my channel. And yes, I am currently in my flat in London! Welcome everybody! Hindi ko pa kayo nagala dito sa flat ko since hindi pa din ako nakapag-post ng informative vlogs lately because I've been taking my time to explore this beautiful city, to adjust sa work, sa weather, and sa environment. And yes, I am back since the Registered Electrical Engineer Board exam is just right around the corner. Stay tuned if you want to hear some tips on how to pass the board exam. But before anything else, I would just like to thank everyone who reached out to me through Facebook and LinkedIn. Guys, thank you so much sa panonood ng ating vlogs. And I'm really glad that I helped you in some way. That is my main goal. It's to help you guys. And if you guys have any questions, just drop down a comment below and I will definitely reply to it. Magre-reply ako guys. It might take some time pero magre-reply ako. And yes, without further ado, let's get down to it. So ito na nga guys. Kanya-kanya kasing diskarte natin para makapasa ng board exams. May mga tao kasing naniniwala na kailangan nating magpatasa ng lapis sa mga previous top-notchers ng board exam para makapasa. Dapat right foot yung nauna na pumasok sa room. Dapat yung suot mo na panty or brief red. Ay, namang mawawala guys pag maniwala tayo. Aminin na lang natin na may mga classmates talaga tayong mga genius. Yung alam mo na kahit mag-self-review sila, kumpiyansa ka na papasa. Pero paano naman yung mga pasang-awa? Paano naman yung mga sakto lang? Mga sakto lang. Para sa atin to. Tip number 1, enroll in a review center. So, your review center is your own choice. Naniniwala ako na kahit saang review center ka pa, mag-enroll, papasa ka, depende sa study habit mo. Yung review center namin dati ay CERT-C sa Cebu. Since taga-Bacolod ako, nag-board ako sa Cebu for 6 months to review and take the board exam. Tip number 2, create a study schedule. But it will always depend on you guys. But around that time, naalala ko na yung CERT-C is daily yung review namin. And yung kinuha namin na schedule is around morning. And kada hapon, natutulog kami and pagising namin, mag-aaral ulit kami hanggang sa gabi. So inuubos namin yung mga questions sa handouts na binibigay ng CERT-C. We just decided to follow the time ng board exam day para hindi na kami antukin on the day. Number 3, trust the process. Most people would gather a lot of study materials from other review centers, but trust me, your materials are enough. It's okay to gather materials from other review centers. Just make sure na hindi ka ma-overwhelm sa information. Number 4, your environment is very important. Join a healthy and friendly environment with genuine people. Wala ka ng time para ma-anxiety at mag-breakdown. So make sure na yung mga taong kasama mo ay genuine at hindi masyadong competitive. Trust me, this is a very big help. Set a healthy environment for yourself. Number 5, no man is an island. Hindi lahat ng problems kaya natin isolve. Collaborate with your fellow takers, join a study group, and as much as possible, solve all of the problems given to you by your review center. Number 6, prioritize rest and self-care. Rest is a part of hard work too. We often forget about that. Back then, may isang araw talaga kami na hindi kami nag-aaral para ma-refresh yung mind namin. Kasi guys, yung utak natin parang sponge yan. Pag full na, hindi na natin ma-absorb yung information. So, doon na mapapasok yung information overload na tinatawag natin. So yeah, make sure to rest. I also go to the gym 3 times a week before because it keeps my mind active. Pag nagre-review ako, it's just my way of coping up sa stress and sa pressure ng pagre-review. Number 7, stay consistent, committed, and always have that one goal in mind. Write it in a piece of paper. I remembered back then, I wrote my name sa kwarto ko, Engineer Padios by 2019. Manifestation, you guys. Para kada gising ko, pag pagod ako or tinatamad ako, pag nakikita ko yung papel na yun, naalala ko kung ano yung goal ko. So, balik na naman review. And also, naalala ko dati yung sabi ng prof namin na dapat daw yung goal namin is to top the board exam. So, that was my goal the whole time, to top the board exam. Kasi daw, parang mind trick siya, guys, na pag yung goal mo is to top the board exam, if hindi ka mag-top, at least papasa ka pa. But if yung goal mo is pumasa ng board exam, if hindi ka pumasa, fail ka na. Gets niyo ba? The next one will be mock board para masanay ka sa environment sa exam day. So, I believe na kailangan talaga ng mock board. Kasi yung iba, hindi mo malalaman eh. May iba na nininervyos on the day. So, it's a way to practice and to set na yung mood mo sa exam day. Number 9, don't study a day before the board exam. Refresh your mind instead para iwas mental block. Also, control your emotions na din kasi mostly sa atin yun nga, kinakabahan. Mag-build ka na ng momentum the day before the board exam. Number 10 is my favorite tip. Always pray. We might be working hard, but remember, God is the one na magpo-provide. So, always seek His guidance. On the day, iscan mo muna lahat ng questions until na may makuha kang isang tama. If wala kang nasagutan sa first mo na scan, huwag ka magpanic. Iscan mo ulit, and once makasagot ka ng isang question, guys, tuloy-tuloy na yan. So, it's like building a momentum sa board exam. And by the way, I graduated March 2019 and passed the board exam around September 2019 on my first take. We have 3 subjects in the board exams: mathematics, engineering, sciences, and allied subjects, and electrical engineering. The mathematics, around my time, it was 25%. For mathematics, solve all the problems given by your review center, as you might encounter similar problems on the day of the board exam, and that is true. As much as possible, guys, solve all of the problems sa handouts na binigay sa inyo ng review center nyo kasi lalabas talaga yun. Master the calculator techniques. Back then, meron kaming dalawang booklets na puno ng calculator techniques, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'll just paste the link down below para matulungan kayo. Engineering, sciences, and allied subjects. Ang tip ko sa inyo guys ay magbasa kayo. Read, read, read. Yun din, isolve nyo din yung mga problems and basahin nyo yung binigay sa inyo na handouts ng review center nyo. Around that time, ito talaga yung parang akala ko mafe-fail ako. Kasi di lumabas yung pinag-aralan ko. Sobrang hirap ng ESAS. Pero huwag kang kabahan. Kasi kung hindi mo alam, yung mga genius lang yung nakakaalam dyan. I-focus mo na lang yung sarili mo sa next na exam and i-compose mo na lang yung sarili mo. Bigay mo yung best mo sa next na exam, which is electrical engineering. Electrical engineering has the highest percentage sa board exams. It's 45%. Para sa akin, yung foundation mo sa electrical engineering yung pinaka-importante. As much as possible, always go back to the basics. Try to solve yung handouts na binigay ni Review Center, read booklets, previous exams, solve problems from the previous board exams. Dito naman, parang na-feel ko na papasa ako sa electrical engineering na exam. Alam mo yung confident ka guys, pero ayaw mo pakumpiyansa. So, pinagpapray mo na lang kasi hindi mo pa rin malalaman kung anong mangyayari. So, after taking the board exam, I went back to Bacolod para no matter what happens, kasama ko ang family ko, pass man or fail. And I prayed a lot. That was the longest week of my life. Grabe guys, grabe na anxiety, stress sa pag-aantay ng results. But thankfully, pumasa. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope you guys found this vlog helpful. Sa mga magte-take pa lang ng REE board exams, good luck sa inyo and God bless sa inyo. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Just remember, pray and do your best in the whole process, kahit sa review pa lang and sa board exams hanggang sa matapos. I hope to give you more informative vlogs in the future. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you guys want some more content like this. Don't hesitate to comment down below as well if may mga tanong kayo. I'll see you guys soon. Again, this is Engineer Brooklyn saying bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching the vlog.